Hello, my loves, and welcome to the Mother Teresa channel. If you are already a follower of mine, I don't even want to say that, but one of my friends and or family members that have embarked on this journey with me and you're already subscribed, then you already know what it is. This is for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Midheaven, and or Venus placements, as well as wherever those signs may lie within your houses in your natal chart. If you're new, then understand that that is what that is. You are comprised of all 12 zodiac signs though. So if you clicked on this video and you are an Aries sun, but you're watching this and you're not a cross watcher, you're just watching this because out of curiosity you wanted to know what I could be speaking about, maybe the title drew you in, then understand that there was no coincidence in you being brought here. There's something that is going to happen in the week of the 19th through the 26th. And so I am just here to deliver that message, and you just do with it what you will. I hope it finds you well. But if it does resonate with you, then definitely do subscribe before you leave. And share it with your friends and family if maybe somebody else needs to hear the message and you are that next conduit where you are the person to pass it on, you know, playing a little game of telephone. But yeah, we can go ahead and get into it here. And also, if you don't know what I was talking about with the natal chart and what your placements are in your houses, I always leave that link. It's Cafe Astrology. I plug them all the time. That's what I used when I first started on my spiritual journey, my process of awakening and really understanding more about astrology and my my genetic code, if you will. It's free to use, and so that is a resource for you if you want to learn more about yourself. You just need to input your name, your date of birth, and the time that you were born so that it can give you an exact rising sign for you. All right, but let's get on with it. What you guys will be coming into this week, starting with the Pisces, you guys have the Three of Coins. This is generous energy. This is communication. Maybe somebody has something that they really need to get off of their chest, something that they really need to say. It's a very big message. It's something that they have been holding to themselves, but they can no longer contain. Or this is you and something that you have been holding within and that you can no longer contain. It can be exciting news like, oh, I'm getting married. Oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, I'm madly in love with you. You know, that type of energy. Or that type of message. So you can definitely be anticipating that this week. A lot of you guys are juggling a lot of things. There's a lot of things on your to-do list. I would say with this energy, because it's supportive energy with the threes, that you delegate and that you you don't have control over all situations, right? You can let go and be a little bit more laid back enough to ask for help or delegate tasks if you are in that position of power. Like if you're a supervisor and you have people working underneath you, that you're delegating those tasks out if you can't get everything done. But again, if this is all about like party planning, because this is Gemini's house, right? The three talks to Gemini's house. If this is all about party planning, then you're just really bouncing ideas with a group of people back and forth. You guys are just giving each other suggestions for what will work, what the venue will look like, where the venue will be, where the after party may be, if you're going to have the after party, if there's libations that you need to bring, and trying to account for that and really I'm seeing the tick marks. What are those called? You're tallying, doing tally marks. So, and then like doing the price points. So you know what to expect for this party. You know what it's going to cost for you to really throw or put an event together. So things that you have been working on as far as that is concerned, that is slowly coming together, slowly but surely. Just making sure that you're not overwhelming yourself again with this energy by trying to put too much on your plate, because this is the only one that is colored in, okay? And this is the one that the guy is holding. But again, it's supportive energy. So if you need to ask for help from your angelic guides, okay, you're really just having a rough week, okay? Mondays are always the toughest. Just ask that you are overcome with the strength and the patience to get through the day, okay? that there's traveling grace and mercy as you go to and from wherever it is that you need to go. Again, because you'll be out into your environment. You'll be out in the environment. You'll be running the streets this week for sure. But just asking that the right people, right? Like asking for divine intervention, that the right people are going to be coming in to help you if you don't yet have that help. You're asking that of your angelic guides, that they can bring forth the right people that can help you plan this party together and that it goes off without a hitch. Or this is just you just accepting an invite to somebody else's party, again, somebody else's wedding, or somebody that is trying to come in. Now, if I know you guys are all about love and you want to know what's happening in your love life and what's going on, this can be a third party, somebody that is kind of juggling options, going through the vetting process. They don't really know who they are the most compatible with yet. There is kind of somebody that they feel like they have more interest in, but again, it's not solidified yet. Now, is this you? I'm not sure, especially if you've decided to walk away after finding out that they are still dabbling in other areas, you know, that their time and attention is divided. You have enough, what is that called? Have enough respect for yourself and your self-worth and understanding your value to walk away if you know you're not going to play second to none, okay? Definitely do. But if you also are doing this, you guys haven't had that conversation about you guys being exclusive yet, because Geminis, they play until they know, okay? So if you haven't had that conversation yet, you can't expect them to drop their hose or you yours. So maybe that's fine, but maybe you guys are starting to realize that out of all the options, you guys are most interested in each other, and so that is going to be the conversation that comes up. Again, it's like it's one of those big pivotal conversations that moves you into the next level, because what happens after Gemini is Cancer's house, the 4, which talks about home and structure and being together, you know, and building something that is more stable and or secure. So that is what is coming through. You may, again, now if you've already been with this person and you felt like it's been exclusive, then this is saying otherwise. Or they're just a very agreeable person, and you might get jealous of that because the person that you are dating might just be very social and just might be very nice and kind, and that can be aggravating if you are more of an introverted person. But it's just appreciating the contrast there, that you guys are opposing forces in that way, and they can bring something out of you. And they can teach you about that. Maybe you don't do it to the extent that they do, but to some degree you need that in your life, especially when it comes to business. If you want to have something for yourself and you're running your own business, or you're working in the corporate world, you have to understand, you have to learn networking. That's the only way that you'll be able to promote out. If you're working under somebody or for another business, that's the only way you're going to be able to promote out. So go on those business dinners and learn how to have those interpersonal skills that the person that you are involved with naturally has, instead of feeling insecure. There we go. Instead of feeling insecure as you watch them interact with other people, especially if it's of the opposite sex. Like if you're in a heterosexual relationship and your man is talking with other women, or your woman is talking with other men, think nothing of it unless you have proof that states otherwise here, okay? Now, if you are completely single, what's coming towards you is that type of person, somebody that is just very social, not flirtatious in a way where they cross the boundary. And I mean, coins can be all about the senses and can be about physical touch, but you see that more in the Wands energy. They just like to have good conversation. They just like to know people. I mean, why not? We're living in this human experience. If I'm going to be sitting next to somebody on the bus, I know that you are there, right? Because I see you. So why would I ignore you? Having those small talks and conversations, it's harmless. You know what I mean? But they are a social butterfly. They like to go out to public events. This is the type of person that is very supportive of your vision and your goals, and can help you achieve them. That's what's coming in. You can be dealing with a Gemini as a specific sign, or an earth sign that's coming in. Okay? And if it's an earth sign, then they're very thorough, very methodical, kind of moves a little bit slower. very organized though, and maybe that what they have as far as attributes are things that you don't naturally, again, possess. And so it forms a good dynamic, okay? Forms a good dynamic there. Now, if you are already married, this is you just touching base. This is, what is that called when you check in with each other? Not affirmations, but not validation. This is when reassurance. There you go. If you've been in a relationship for a while, you just have to understand that you guys have to check in and just reassure each other that you guys are still you still have the same goal in mind. You still want to be with one another, you know. But maybe socially you guys have lost your social life, and that's something that you guys need to implement. You guys don't need to lose your identity in each other, and so it's also being able to appreciate the individuality even when you guys go out to a public space together. You don't need to like be attached at the hip. It's okay to kind of just walk around and flirt, and again have those different conversations, because then it's when you guys come back together, then not only are you learning about other people, but you can implement that back into your relationship and the way that you guys communicate better. Like it can progress the way that you guys communicate. Okay. It can't do anything but help as you're getting information from other people's experiences and other people's relationships. Maybe you guys need to not necessarily be swingers. I mean, it's supportive with this energy. If you've been married for a while and that's something new that you're trying to try, because you try new things in this house. You're very open to trying new things. Breaking out of comfort zones in this house for sure. So this is taking very healthy risks though. So maybe you guys need to go on a double date or a triple date with other friends, and then you see their marriages and their relationships and how they work through things, and then that helps you guys. Or you guys have a newfound appreciation for the way that your relationship works and how healthy your marriage is, because maybe you guys lose sight of that and you feel like you know, like I'm married, but it's like you know. So that's what's coming through. That's something that you guys can be expecting. And again, if you're single, then you're just enjoying yourself. Go speed dating. It's a great time for that. Or maybe you meet somebody through a friend of a friend, bring somebody to an event that you go through and you guys hit it off. And look at that. Then you start building and you're having those communications. You're speaking on the phone for 3 hours at a time, right? Texting each other, just getting to know each other. Somebody that wouldn't mind bringing you around their family or you theirs. And that is important to you because you want to know about their upbringing, like where they come from, how they were raised. There's nothing wrong with that. You should know, because you need to know what you're getting yourself into should you want to take it a step further and it be something that is a little bit more committal. So yeah, you need to make sure that everybody gets along with everybody. I mean, that's not going to happen in every scenario, in every case. And don't allow the opinions of your friends to get in the way of a connection or somebody that you have already been connecting with this 3 of Coins energy. Definitely take it and I was like, what is that called? Consider what it is that they're saying, but don't take it to heart. That's what's coming through with this 3 of Coins energy. Because at the end of the day, only you know what's best for you. And this is honoring that. Honoring the fact that you know what you're doing. Okay? You can make healthy choices for yourself. So yes, it's good to listen to other people and understand that they really just want the best for you, but you already know what's best for you. And this is your life and you just have to live it. Some things just have to be experienced personally. There are going to be some things that you're going to do that they just won't agree with, and that's fine. You don't need to live with the regret, like the woulda, coulda, shoulda type of energy. That's not what you want this to turn into. So just believe in your ability to make sound decisions is what I'm hearing. Use your common sense with this energy though, because, you know, Geminis and that air energy. Yeah, use your common sense. Don't be blinded. Read between the lines is also what I'm hearing with this card. So especially if you are playing the field, just read between the lines. Some people will just tell you what you want to hear and not what you need to hear, not what is the genuine, authentic truth. So just watch for that. I find that a lot of Geminis, they will talk about things, but they're just talking to talk. There really isn't a lot of substance behind what they have to say. And that's what comes with being a social butterfly. When you get so used to having small talk conversations or just talking about just certain things that you are involved in. This can be you trying to impress people, and it's a facade. So just watch for that if somebody's coming in, right? Especially you singles. If you've already been married, this isn't going to come as a surprise unless this is your husband or your woman cheating on you, right? Unless there's infidelity in your relationship. And it's not something that you guys spoke of, and it's not something that you agreed upon with this energy. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. If this reading did resonate, do give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Do, again, subscribe for more if you haven't yet. What's really holding you back? You know what I'm saying? What are your reservations? Talk to me about that if you have any. I'm open also to constructive criticism. That's what comes through with that card. So other people may actually be trying to help you build on a business plan or idea, giving you constructive criticism so you're not so like airheaded. And I don't like to say that because airheaded reminds me of somebody that's like stupid. But so that you're making practical decisions. Again, or you're just implementing things that will actually help your business function better. And so they're bringing that in, and that's something that you didn't have before. Again, 2 brains are better than 1. So be picking people's brains this week. The energy is very supportive of that, where you're asking all the necessary questions that you need. If that is not, again, somebody coming in from the past or somebody that you've already been dealing with that maybe you haven't had a lot of communication with, then they're coming back again with a big message, with an apology potentially, but it is a sincere apology with that Coins energy. I wouldn't trust it if it were to be more of like that Wands energy, because again, it's based off of them getting something at the end, like they're doing it for some sort of instantaneous gain. Most oftentimes it's sex, but with the Coins energy, it's a genuine apology. It's coming from a heartfelt space. They mean what they say. And trying to move it forward, okay? And they understand now that they really have to be better communicators in a relationship. That's the only way that you can build a healthy relationship, that you guys are always having open lines of communication, okay? Where you guys aren't being easily offended. Again, where the exchange is constructive and not hypercritical of one another. Maybe that's what you have to watch for if you're in a relationship, especially if you're in a marriage, not being hypercritical of somebody else and their flaws, if you will, because Coins can also speak on that. Your mind and your body are good though. Physical vitality is good. You're paying attention more to your health and your diet. That is really coming to be a little bit more important to you because you understand that really affects your mood, which is what happens in the 4, which comes after the 3 if you're naturally progressing forward. So if you look good, you feel good, you do good. And it helps your brain so that you're not sluggish and that you can be more creative. And you're able to be more solution driven than problem focused. All right. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. If you want to book with me, I will leave my email in the description box for you to hit me up. And we'll go from there. Sorry, I have to burp, but I don't want to. But if I don't hear from you when you book a personal private reading with me, because you just need more clarification for whatever is happening in your life as far as finances is concerned, money looks good, it's stable, it's going to that point of you being stable. But if you need to talk more about the blocks that may be hindering you from getting to the 8 of Pentacles or the 10 of Pentacles, then reach out. But if you don't, and you don't converse with me in the comment section below, then just do take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again. Okay? Ciao.